I think in the beginning, you kind of learn what to take on and what to kind of avoid, or what to not take on. So as far as like repairs, I think I've learned that not every single repair is a good repair job to take. Um, in the beginning, I was trying to take just every repair job that I could, just because I was excited, like, oh wow, that's more revenue, and I do have experience with repair work in the past and plumbing and electrical work. Um, so I felt comfortable taking on those jobs, but one in particular earlier on was a solar job, and so this is a pretty big pool, um, really nice property, and he had a big solar array of like 22 solar panels for the pool, and two of them had a leak, and I let him know like, hey, two of your panels have a leak, and he said, oh, is that something you can take care of? And I said, yeah, sure, I can take care of that, and um, so I went and took care of the job, and it was so the setup on the solar panels was the structure that they were sitting on was built out of wood, and that wood was slouching. I mean, you could tell it had been there for probably 20 years, and the wood was really slouching and giving out in some areas. And I didn't factor that into doing the job. And so I did the job, I did the repair job, but at the joints that the new panels were joining to the old panels, it was kind of slouching right there. The wood, the structure was kind of giving out right there. And so it was kind of joining like that. And so I had to kind of makeshift something to hold it up. But without redoing the entire structure of that panel, it wasn't, well, I mean, fast forward and that it kind of gave out. And so a lot of water was lost, and it did a little bit of damage because of that. And so he wasn't really happy at all. And that was a very uncomfortable situation to deal with, just because I didn't foresee that with how old that equipment was. But I assured them like, I'll take care of the repair, and I'll take care of any other damage that was caused by this, by this repair. And luckily, it was only a few $100s, and I took care of everything, and I got it all cleaned up. And he was happy. I was sure I was going to lose that customer, but he ended up staying because I think he was just happy that I stood by my work and took care of it. I cleaned everything up, and but going back, like I would look at now when I take on new jobs, I kind of look at what the potential is to this repair. Is this going to open up a can to a whole array of issues? Um, and sometimes I try not to touch old solar anymore. But sometimes if it is like a repair job that I think I can take on, I'll let them know ahead of time, like, hey, this is the repair that I'm going to be doing, but we could run into a couple of different issues because of the age of this. And I just want to give you that heads up. And I think that communication is really important, because most of the time they say like, yeah, I get it. I haven't touched